Hello, everybody. In this series of videos, we will go through the framework of Flowbytes and the language Dalinga. It is a smart data generator. It's obvious that software developers or mobile apps developers, they need data to test their apps with. And also people who have software, they need data to be similar to the data of the customer that they are putting on their map, so that they can demonstrate their software well with the data very similar to the potential customers. This is smart data generator, or you can find it here in flowbytes.com. It's a free framework for all developers and data needers, let's say, everybody who need data, even those who want to compare between different databases, which is more good than other. The performance of the relational databases, they need huge data to test with. They can also use Dalinga for this purpose. So from this website, you can learn a lot about the project. These are the formats that it provides data with. MySQL, Oracle, JSON. Oracle is not currently provided, MySQL only, but in the near future, we will also provide SQL data for Oracle, for Microsoft SQL Server, PostgreSQL, and others. And comma-separated value, and you can also get data with XML and HTML. Most important for the developers nowadays is JSON, because most of the services, they need RESTful data. So through this website, you can learn a lot about the project. It says here, no more waiting for real data to test your software and mobile apps. Flowbytes makes it easy by exposing your data as many formats as possible. Most importantly, JSON. Features about the projects. The team, myself, the Dalinga creator and Flowbytes framework writer, and these fabulous guys who accepted to be the local authors. Mr. Ahmed El-Souma, he's very excellent in French language. He's the one responsible to provide all the data in French, if you need data in French local. Mr. Mark Hurt, a friend of mine in Canada, who's very, very excellent. This guy graduated from a McMaster University, and he also accepted to be the English local author. Mr. Dr. Mubarak Al-Rashid, a friend of mine also, who had his master's degree and PhD from Canada, and he's now in King Saud University. He accepted to be responsible for the Arabic local author. It's a volunteer task, but very, very, very important to the project, as we really rely on these guys, the data that they are providing for the framework to work properly. And so in the very near future also, we are expecting a Chinese local author. I'm talking to a couple of guys from Canada who are Chinese also. We need also Spanish, Persian, Indian, Turkish, Italian, and also more, if you go to home here, you can see that Dalinga provides data with 9 locales: Arabic, English, French, Indian, Farsi, Italian, Turkish, and Espanol, and Chinese. But in the near future, we are planning to cover a lot of languages as well. So if you go here to Dalinga, this link in the top, Dalinga, it will give you also a brief about what is Dalinga, and some examples, how to use Dalinga. This is the field name, and this is a Dalinga function. Field name, Dalinga function. In the following videos also, we will go through Dalinga deeply to know exactly how you use Dalinga to generate data. Also, this is non-parametric functions in Dalinga. You don't give them any parameter, like any name, it will just give you any name, be it a male name or a female name. But male name gives you only male name, country give you country, and city, when you give it the country field, it will give you a city in that country only. And also string manipulation functions. We have many string manipulation functions like upper, lower, substring, replace, and more also. Numeric functions, we have two functions, the int and the decimal. You give them a range, like for example, this 30 and 50, and it gives you a number between that. Conditional functions, we have if statement, and we have the switch statement, and we will know exactly how to use them also in the following videos. Tips and tricks, exactly for the time being, Dalinga, as you know, it has some limitations. For example, when you use the same Dalinga function in the same field, it will give you the same value. But to overcome this problem, you have to put parameter in one of these, the male name, even though the male name is a Dalinga function that is parameterless. It doesn't have any parameter, but when you give it parameter, it will just ignore it, but it will be different from the other one. These are some information about the website. And if you click here, get started, it will take you to the Dalinga IDE. And also if you click here, it will take you in many places, it will take you. This is just a video that will tell you generally about the project, where it is and what it is good for, what it is not good for, and stuff like that. You can just induce that. So we will get started. It will open the IDE. The IDE is developed in Flutter. Probably you will know this from this icon here. So this is the Dalinga IDE. Right now it is version 1.1.9, and without logging, you see that I am logged in here. So if you log in, you will keep logging until you just log out from the IDE. If I go to the IDE and I did refresh here, it will bring all my data. This is my relational databases. This is the NoSQL databases that we didn't start yet. It will be available very soon. This is the URL web links. This is, for example, a JSON link. This is a HTML link. This is a XML link. And this is the keys, the API keys. If you want to share some data with your developers, for example, you are the team leader of a project, and then you give front-end developers some data to start building the screens and stuff like that. You can create API keys to share the data with them. And then when you delete the key, they will no more be able to access that data. So this is like a temporary keys that you create to share data with others. Even if I log out, now I am logged in, I can see Dalinga Help. Dalinga Help is a screen that actually will show you what are the different functions of Dalinga. On the left here, you see the different functions. You can read about them. For example, the function pool, it will give you Boolean and stuff like that. We will not go through this right now in this video. This is just an overview about the system. But in the coming videos, we will go through Dalinga functions and how to use the functions of Dalinga very properly. This is a country that will give you a country, company, domain, street, direction, like south, east, west, things like that. City, caps, you give it a string and it will give you capital letters. And like 39 or 40 functions. So if you go, for example, to the function, let's say random, and test it. If you press test, it will come here. You can maximize the screen by pressing on this button, and it will come here. When you say run, so it will run and give you data for this one only, the distance. Distance is random, close, far, not far. So the distance here, it will be one of these randomly. This is the field that you can delete, but these fields you cannot delete because we use them just to show you different functions about Dalinga and how to be used. So that's enough for this presentation as an overview about Dalinga, the framework as a whole. And then in the coming videos, we will go through all of these Dalinga function and how we use it and how we save our data here. Thank you very much and see you in the very soon coming videos.